Welcome to the Office of the University Registrar's Ad-Hoc Event Scheduling Training course. My name is Paul and I will be your guide as you click through the slides. Feel free to go back and review at any time during this training. The room scheduling area processed over 33,000 ad hoc events within the last academic year, spring, summer, and fall. To meet the demands of this process, the RS area relies on the support of a combination of student assistances and cross-training other full-time OUR employees from various areas of the office. The ad hoc event scheduling process consists of 4 parts. Receiving the request, first checking the request, second checking the request, and sending an email confirmation with requester's room assignment. This course will focus on training you how to complete the first and second check process. Sections 1 through 4 will enable you to complete a first check. Section 5 will assist you with completing a second check. After completing this course, you will be able to identify and notate reservation criteria, select appropriate classrooms for requesters, create an ad hoc event reservation, access and navigate the View Events system, and evaluate an ad hoc event reservation. Section 1 will focus on differentiating ad hoc event requests received by the room scheduling team. The room scheduling team generally receives 2 types of request: department requests and student group request. Sample room scheduling requests can be found in your internal training folder under Room Scheduling Ad Hoc Event Training. Department request will have the name of the academic department followed by a 9-digit department code displayed in the department field on the request from. Student group request will have the name student organization displayed in the department field on the request from. Section 2 will focus on differentiating classrooms that can be assigned by the room scheduling team based on the request type received. The Office of the University Registrar is responsible for scheduling a little over 200 classrooms. The classroom inventory sheet of CIS assists us to manage room designations, so that academic space can be scheduled effectively and efficiently. The classroom inventory sheet can be found in your internal training folder under Room Scheduling Ad Hoc Event Training. Student groups can only be assigned to rooms listed on the first half of CIS. All rooms above dotted line department may be assigned to any room on the CIS. So far we have gone over differentiating request types and differentiating rooms on the classroom inventory sheet or CIS. Let's take a moment to review what you have learned so far. Kate will take you through the next 2 slides.
In this quick check we will review request types. Please drag and drop the request type to the matching request. In this quick check we will review rooms on the CIS. Please select the correct answer. On the CIS, student groups can have rooms located below the dotted line, above the dotted line. In this quick check we will review rooms on the CIS. Please select the correct answer. On the CIS, departments can have room located above the dotted line, below the dotted line, anywhere on the CIS.
I know you did a stellar job completing the quick checks with Kate. Section 3 will focus on reservation criteria. Both student group and department request contain 3 reservation criteria: the date, the time, the room size. Identifying and notating the date and room size on these requests is pretty straightforward. However, in order to notate the time, we must introduce you to the time conversion procedure. In order to complete the time conversion procedure, you must first be familiar with the time conversion sheet. The time conversation section used is determined by the term or date on the ad hoc reservation request. The dates of each there can be found in the undergraduate catalog under Dates and Deadlines by going to catalog.ufl.edu/ugrad. The time conversion sheet can be found in your internal training folder under Room Scheduling Ad Hoc Event Training. The time conversation process begins with the time requested on the ad hoc request. Once you have located that time requested, you use the time conversation sheet to determine which period or periods meets the requested time. Each period is then converted to scheduler time, which is written as military time on the time conversion sheet. Please take a moment to print your time conversation sheet from your internal training Room Scheduling Ad Hoc Events folder. Once you have printed the time conversation sheet, proceed to the next slide. Let's take a closer look at this process. The time conversation process begins with the time requested on the ad hoc request. For this request the term is spring and the time requested is from 6 o'clock p.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. You use the time conversation sheet to determine which period or periods meets the requested time. 6 to 8 best corresponds to periods 11 to E1, which is period time 6:15 to 8:10 p.m. Converted to scheduler time, which is written under military time on the time conversion sheet, the request of 6 to 8 p.m. would be 18:15 to 20. Once you have completed the time conversion process, you are ready to notate the 3 reservation criteria on the event physical request. There is one exception to scheduling rooms. During term exams of DTEs can only be scheduled during periods E2 to E3. If you will receive an event request where the time conversation corresponds to E2 to E3 and the department is requesting a auditoria, but the physical request does not have the letter D, T, E notated on the top right-hand corner, this request must be set aside for a full-time room scheduling staff member. When you receive an event request to process, the date requested will be notated on the top right-hand corner. If the date is not there, write the date. Notate the 3 criteria toward right-hand side of where the criteria is written on the form. The notation should be formatted as date, time conversion, room size in parentheses. Under the comments field on the request, write the number 1 / your initials and the date on the hard copy. This indicates that you first checked it. Remember, the sample room scheduling request can be found in your internal training folder under the room scheduling ad hoc event training folder. You can practice time conversations and notation on the requests located there. Let's take a moment to review what you have learned so far.
The next 3 slides will allow you to demonstrate what you have learned. Please take a moment to review. 3 reservation criteria. Time conversation procedure. Reservation notation. In this quick check, we will review the 3 reservation criteria. Please fill in the blanks below. In this quick check, we will review the time conversion procedure. Please fill in the blanks below. Please fill in the blanks below. I know you did an outstanding job completing the quick checks with Kate. Section 4 will focus on assessing the special reservation system. Once you have identified the request type, located the 3 reservation criteria, completed the time conversation procedure, and notated the physical request, you will proceed to assess the special reservation system. To access the system, open a web browser and go to student.ufl.edu/admin. Log in with UGator link username and password.
Once in Student Admin, you have 2 options to access the special reservations page. Option 1 is to navigating to the Course Management folder, Room Scheduling folder, Events. Option 2 is to type serve in the jump key box at the top left-hand corner of the page and hit the Enter key on your keyboard. From the Department drop-down menu, select Registrar's Office, then click the Special Reservations bottom. Click Find Open Rooms, located toward the top right-hand corner. On the Find Open Rooms screen is where you input the criteria you notated on the physical form. Search according to the event criteria you notated. Enter the date. Click on the meeting date. Enter the date, S, notated on your request form. Enter the time conversion noted on your request form. Adjust size range, based on the room size identified on the request form. Once you receive your results, remember the organization to room relationship. Select the building and room that adheres to the relationship. Write the building, aberration and room number on your request form below your notation of the 3 reservation criteria. Click Reserve this room. You will be taken to the Make Special Reservation page. Here we'll enter the information located on the event request form. Enter the purpose of the reservation by selecting it from Purpose of Reservation drop-down box. Enter the purpose of the reservation by selecting it from Purpose of Reservation drop-down box. Click in blank white box. Type organization's name - purpose. Type the letters A, D, V : then the advisor's name, phone number, email address. Type the letters R, E, Q : then the requester's name, phone number, email address. Click Add Reservation. A white pop-up box will appear. Check information in pop-up box is correct and notated room assigned on request form. Click OK. you should see reservation added in red letter appear on the screen. Congrats, you have completed the first check process. Accessing the special reservation system and using the Find Open Rooms functions can practice using the Section 4 Quick Guide. The Quick Guide can be found in your internal training folder under Room Scheduling Ad Hoc Event Training. The document is labeled System Access Ad Hoc Events. I know you did an outstanding job completing sections 1 through 4. Section 5 will focus on assessing the first check, the special reservation, entered in the system. The evaluation of the ad hoc event request is called a second check. Important processing rule. If you process the first check, you cannot process the second check of the event request. To second check a event request, open a web browser and go to student.ufl.edu/admin. Log in with UGatorLink username and password. Once in Student Admin, navigate to the Course Management folder. Room Scheduling, View Events. Option 1 is to navigating to the Course Management folder. Room Scheduling folder. Events. The View Events screen will appear in the Search Event by Date format. The 3 most important fields on this page are beginning date, end date, and building. Now you will enter the date or date range for the event request you are second checking into screen. Begin date and end date as 4-digit year, 2-digit month, 2-digit day. Type building abbreviation in field title building. Your search results will appear below. Confirm that all appropriate information on the screen matches the hard copy. Time, followed the period time conversion. Building and room number. Name of student organization or department. Purpose of meeting. Contact information of the advisor. Contact information of the requester. Write the number 2, indicates that you second checked it, your initials and the date on the hard copy. Place hard copy on the email folder. This course focused on training you how to complete the first and second check process. After completing this course, you will be able to identify and notate reservation criteria, access and navigate the View Events system, and evaluate an ad hoc event reservation.